party group.
So thanks everyone for coming. It was kind of last minute communication, but we're glad you could be here. I know there's a lot of people that probably would love to be here and can't short notice, so you're the fortunate ones that get to be here. So
I'm skipping my class.
I just
Good for you. I should skip class today. Come on. My second time back here since I left this school. I don't get back that often.
So we'll kind of use an informal format, so please feel free, and it's kind of an intimate atmosphere, so feel free and ask nice questions. And I'll leave it at there, but I just want to say thank you again for being here. I keep saying it to you, but you know, it is February. We're asking him to come. I woke up last night, I'm like, you know, it's 60 degrees difference right now. It was like 3.
No, it's more than that. Even now. 78
No,
there today.
yeah. So all the more, your passion for
California's got its
coming
problems
through.
with weather isn't one of them.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
awesome. So I'll let you guys go ahead and just ask some questions.
You want us to raise our hands or something?
Yeah, go for it. We got questions. You know, I mean, I could get up here and pontificate for a while, but I know if I'll say some things that I think you guys probably won't ask the same questions anyway. So, oh look, we got more people coming in. Cool.
Wow.
Hi guys. How you doing?
And they might not know, because I've never been in this before. It's like,
John Stock, you must have a question.
Oh, are we ready? I thought you were ready.
No, go for it. You got a question?
Yeah, well, first thing I want to say is I met you years ago. You were here for
It wasn't a few years ago. It was like 11 years ago. Most of these students were like in 4th and 5th grade last time I was here. So that's just another, you know, none of those things make you feel older again. But
you're the nicest guy. You signed a poster for me.
It's a Minnesota thing, you know.
So thank you for that. But I want to ask, is there a favorite time of your career? Was it when you were making Hercules or Andromeda or movie time, or what was your favorite time of your career?
Well, I mean, I love being on the set. I have a great time working on the set. I always try to keep it loose. I like to joke around a lot. We have blooper reels that we probably can't like get out there. But obviously Hercules. I mean, that was my big break. I mean, initially it was supposed to be 5 2-hour movies. We shot in New Zealand. And I knew by the second movie they were going to make it a TV series. I remember calling my manager up and saying, you know what, they're going to make this series. And she got all excited. Who told you? I said, nobody told me. I just know that Michael Hurst, who played Aeolus, played my sidekick on the show. I said, we've hit this cadence together. We're like the Butch Cassidy and Sundance of our era here. And I think people are going to love it and respond to it. And by the end of the second movie, they said, yeah, I'm going to stick around. And I lived there for 7 years. Most of that crew I worked on, we shot from 1993 to 1999, into 99. I would say 2/3 of my crew went on to work on Lord of the Rings. And they all win Academy Awards. All the creatures they created my show. I had a 3rd-year spin-off, Xena. We had a 5th-year spin-off called Young Hercules. It got canceled after 1 year, and I bet you guys cannot name the name of the actor that played young Hercules. Anybody?
Nope.
Ryan Gosling.
Wow.
And he was 19 years old at the time, and he was so depressed when the show got canceled. It only lasted 1 year. I took him out to dinner. I remember we went to a Thai restaurant there, just a little suburb outside of Auckland. And I said, Ryan, you're a good actor. You'll be fine. And now I bump into him and go, dude, throw me a bone. Give me one of your movies, you know. He's like kicking butt now. He's going to be great. But yeah, it was Ryan Gosling. And, but on that crew, I mean, the Weta group, the guys that did all of our creatures, they won like 5 Academy Awards for that. I think they won another one for King Kong. If you saw King Kong, the stuff they created was amazing. I'm actually in talks with them right now. I've got 2 new series that I want to do. Oh, go ahead.
Have you ever played chess?
Have I ever played chess? You know, my 11-year-old son kicks my butt in that. So for checkers, I got a better shot. Are you good at chess? I've never had that question asked me before. That's so cool. Is he learning chess? My wife's Go ahead.
And I got Dad's queen on my first game. That's the most important.
That's right. As a guy, you will get your own queen one day, trust me. She will rule you. You'll have no say, just agree. And move on. It'd be much nicer. Yes?
So if you were to get like the best role or offer or whatever ever in the world, you'd have like your dream role, what would it be?
There's just so many things. I mean, after I did Hercules, I had a show called Andromeda for 5 years. I'm a big fan of original. Thank you. One sci-fi fan out there. Hey, it was the most watched show in first run syndication for all 5 years. I'm a big Star Trek fan. And see, I didn't realize Gene Roddenberry wrote that series, Andromeda. He wrote it in 1969 when the original Star Trek series finished, because at the time, NBC thought it was a failure. So they canceled that for 3 years. It's the most successful 3-year canceled series, I think, in the history of television. I got a call on season 7 of Hercules from Majel Roddenberry, Gene's widow, down in New Zealand. She called me up and she said, I got a show my husband wrote in 1969. They did a pilot with an actor named John Saxon. Very few of you probably know who he is. John Saxon was the white bad guy in Fist of Fury with Bruce Lee back in the day. He was a B movie star, did a lot of movies in the 50s, 60s, and early 70s. And they never picked it up. And she sent me the script. I fell in love with it. So I signed on. We did 5 years. I lived in Vancouver, British Columbia, shooting that series. After that, since then, I've done about 45 movies. It's been busy. I've got about 7 movies in the can right now. 1 just came out. So to pick something for you, saying my favorite role, I got such a mixture of things. I mean, I played from a past year. I've got a movie coming out where I played a serial killer called Julia X. So I kind of like to mix it up and do different things. But I would love to do a romantic comedy. I love When Harry Met Sally. I love that type of thing. And I've become friends with Billy Crystal through the years since then. I told him it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I would love to do something like that. I mean, I just think, I think having 3 kids of my own, I got kids 11, 8, and 7 now. It's I probably tend to go for more comedy and family fare, that type of thing. But it's hard to say what a favorite thing is. There are things I certainly wouldn't do because I just don't feel like playing those kind of roles. But anyway, you have any more chess questions? Yes.
What's your favorite memory from
My favorite memory. See, now that's loaded too because there's so many good memories here. Because I do. It's weird for me to walk on this campus. You gotta understand, it's only my 2nd time back since I left. And all these memories flood back from that time. There's a time capsule for me. I keep expecting to bump into people. I actually just bumped into one of my old roommates. He actually showed up just to say hi. And I just remember how lazy he was all the time. Even, we didn't have a remote control. That's how long we go back. And we had to get up in the morning and go to the kitchen, have to cut to the living room. He'd be laying on the couch and he'd go, Sorbo. And you go like this, meaning he wants me to turn the channel. Love Boat rerun was coming out. But, I had a lot of good memories here. There was just, I was a double major marketing advertising. But I knew drama, was my life. And I fell in love with theater when I was 11 years old. I was at the Guthrie Theater. I grew up in the Minneapolis area. And I knew right then and there I wanted to be an actor. I saw The Merchant of Venice, a Shakespeare play. I didn't know what the hell they were saying, Shakespeare. But I was mesmerized by the whole process. And I just kept looking and looking. And driving home, my mom, I was very quiet. She said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, Mom. You know what? I want to be an actor." And I got that typical mom response, the old pat on the leg. And she goes, "That's nice, dude." You gotta expect those things. But just a lot of good memories. I got friends to this day. We get together. Every year they come up because they want to get the hell out of Minnesota winter. So they visit me every March. They come out and spend about a week with me out in Palm Springs. We golf, and the tails get bigger and longer, and we have more girlfriends than we really had. All kinds of stuff that goes down. But it's good fun and good memories, and it's just I love it here. I mean, college is a very interesting place for all of us. No matter where you pick in your life, because it's going to shape who you are the rest of your life. You're going to make friends that you're going to have the rest of your life. And it's a great place to sort of learn about yourself again too. And great memories. My dorm, I was in Nelson Hall, I was in beer camp. My second year, I was in New Meyer, which is now gone. It imploded. How many years ago was that? 15 years ago? Yeah. And because it was gone when I came here 10, 11 years ago. And they had, I guess, the foundation of grounds. But that was interesting because it was guys and girls on the same floor. You share the bathroom. 10 as a dorm, you guys share the bathroom. That's kind of weird. But I mean, we were on the same floor. But then I go, all right, cool. Yes, sir.
Are you still active on the stage?
I haven't done any theater for a long time, but I tell you, I just walked on stage here and I got the bug again. So I know they got Avenue Q's coming here. If you haven't seen Avenue Q, guys, is anybody in the production that's here? Well, you are. I know. You got to go support it. You got to see it. I saw the original play on Broadway. It's wonderful, it's funny, and it's crazy, and it's Muppets on crack. You gotta check it out. But I have talked to the Guthrie about possibly coming back and doing something, but I told them let's do it this summer. I'll be honest. I mean, I was here for 22 years in Minnesota. I love the seasons, but after 4 or 5 months of winter, I get a little tired of it. So, I'm a golfer. I want to be out all the time golfing. So that's kind of what I want to hang out doing. But yeah, I'll probably do something. It's fun. I've done a lot of sitcoms, and you get a live audience. And the sitcom world is wonderful. I actually did one that I got the lead in for ABC, and the idiot president at the time did pick up the show, even though he tested #1 in test markets. And it was written by Barry Kemp. You don't know who he is, but Barry Kemp was the head writer on Taxi. He created the Newhart series in the 80s and the 90s. He did Coach with Craig T. Nelson. Great writer. Had very big success. And we did a show called Bobby Cannon, where I played a Brett Favre type quarterback at the end of his career, still acting like a 24-year-old. And we tested #1, but they didn't pick it up. But this is the same president who told Jerry Bruckheimer that CSI would never work. And the same president called American Idol a dumb idea. So, welcome to Hollywood. Anything else? Yep.
You're 58 right now, right?
50 what? Dude.
Come on, the internet.
I'm not 58. But
Okay, sorry.
if I do, I hope I look pretty good.
I was gonna say, you look really great. Like, how old are you?
Do I have to admit that? I graduated 81. I'm class of 81. So
Okay.
I'm 54, yes.
54,
Close
I'm
enough,
sorry.
but I hate to admit to that.
But you said you look great at 54 though. So,
Thank
I mean,
you. I lie. People, Hollywood thinks I'm like 45. When you're 20, that's ancient. You know? So I remember when I was 15 and 25-year-olds look pretty old. I mean, you're 25. You know, but yeah, it goes by awfully quick. It's pretty weird. I got buddies who are grandparents right now, which just freaks me out. What was your question? Just
I was
embarrassing?
just gonna say, like, no, I don't embarrass you.
No.
Like, how do you keep on, looking so good? Because I mean, I've seen.
I drink a lot of water. I'm aging in a photograph somewhere in the closet. I'm the Dorian. No, you know what? I work out all the time. I'm a big, an hour and a half a day guy, and I think that makes a big difference. I lead a pretty healthy lifestyle, and I like my sweets like everybody else, but I think that's part of the trade-off of working out. Go have some cheesecake. So,
Hey, I made cheesecake before.
yeah. What's your favorite? Do you just like regular cheesecake?
I like
We should get them on stage.
all kinds of
Can't think of it.
You said all kinds of cheese.
All kinds of cheesecake. Okay.
Have you ever played Kerplunk?
No. I have played for a long time though. That one I haven't played. Yeah.
Well, first you tell them. Come back. So you
Michael and I keep in touch all the time. Michael Hurst is the premier Shakespearean actor of New Zealand. He received the equivalent of a knighthood about 10 years ago. It's called the Order of Commonwealth in New Zealand. And I said, I'm not calling you sir. Great guy, very talented guy. We both got our directing chops on the series. I became DJ member. I directed Hercules as he did. And he's now directing on Spartacus for Stars Cable. He's one of the exec producers of that. Pretty much the same team. I thought about doing that, but I watched a couple episodes. It's 300 meets soft porn. and seriously, the part they wanted me, I had scenes in there where for 10 minutes I'm just standing there with my jump hanging out. I just said, really? This is what, and that's what the show is. And I said, I really have I don't want to look at guys like that. No interest. And so I think they're done now. They've wrapped shooting their 4th season. They're going to get picked up, so they're done. But he's busy doing plays. He does a lot of plays. He does at least 2 or 3 a year. Directs them as well, and he's a very high, just like in the show, he's a hyper guy. He's nonstop. He picked up 3 more degrees during a 7-year shoot while we're down there. He's getting degrees on the set, reading his books.